gone. Yeah, and I'm gone.
Hello, and welcome to the award-winning cafe community. I'm your host, Cheryl Noble. Our news magazine takes a look at people who make a difference in our community, as well as our incredible resources and services that help us survive and thrive together. And tonight we take a look at three very different demographics within our community. A bit later, we'll get an update from a very vibrant and popular youth group. And we'll also hear from a volunteer service that's made up of seniors that needs our help from the community. And in just a moment, you'll meet my first guest, who is a new member of our business community. So a lot of information to get out in a half an hour, so let's get started. My first guest is the newly appointed CEO and president of the Nevada County Economic Resource Council. And I'd like to extend a warm welcome to the community and to Cafe Community to Ron Moser. Hello.
Thank you, Cheryl.
You're welcome. And welcome to the program.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, you've got a wonderful job ahead of you, huh? Economic Resource Council, and you've just got on board. How's it going so far?
You know, it's been interesting and really good. First off, let me say I just love Nevada County.
Oh, thank you.
And I think it's just the whole atmosphere of the community that just draws people here. And I've met a lot of people, visited with a lot of people, and so I'm very optimistic about the future.
And that was one of my questions. What did appeal to you about the job and the location, and it's rural, and the business community?
Yeah, the rural part was attractive, but I was really looking for something that my skill set could be helpful with, something that was good for myself and for my family, something that had intrinsic values beyond time and pay.
Well, okay, so more value than just the bottom line in the buck, right?
That's exactly it. You know, I'm not just starting a business anymore. I've already done that and been very successful at it, but I am now wanting to use the skill set I have to, you know, be a benefit to other businesses and communities.
Well, one of the things I saw on your profile was you had started your own business and a large company with a lot of staff and kind of an international flair. So how's the adjustment and the transition from that? You know,
it is interesting. And where I was before, we had 250 employees.
Gulp.
And we sold that business. I sold that business back in 2000 to Siemens Corporation. They're a large German conglomerate.
Yes.
But I've served on nonprofit boards and school boards and that type of thing for over 30 years. Yeah. And I also know what it's like to start up a brand new business where there's just, you know, no staff, just you and your partner, maybe a couple other people, and the hours are long and
different hats.
Yep. And but we were able to grow successfully two separate businesses, and so now I think I have a well-rounded experience for life.
Yeah, and we need that here. Somebody with that kind of energy, wisdom, and commitment, and especially commitment because our funds are cut. So there's a challenge for you.
Yeah, actually, you know, I don't think there's a nonprofit organization out there that is not experiencing some type of crisis. But the key thing is, really, this is so true. It may sound like a cliche, but you know, every crisis has its opportunities. And people really begin to focus and be proactive about their mission and get more focused in on exactly what they do to get a real positive long-term result. And the Economic Resource Council has a wonderful board, good experience from the business community as well as the jurisdiction people, our supervisors, city councilmen, mayors, and they bring just a valuable input into the direction that we need to zero in on to really be a benefit to everyone here in the county. And of course, we're more interested in jobs, number one, jobs, number two, and money. So,
well, the council, part of the mission is to bring in new jobs as well as to retain jobs. Do you have a near-term, near-future vision of what your goals are for maybe bringing in or retaining?
yeah, we do. And in fact, we're even modifying and fine-tuning what those goals are. But again, we want to, as part of what we're doing, attract other business that really are synergistic to what this community is all about. And I've already been able to identify some. I can't say who they are right now because it's confidential. And
Come on, give us the scoop right here on Cafe Community.
And then they won't want to count.
We'll bust it.
But anyway, that and our investor partners that we have, which is the business community by a large part, are really the heart and soul of everything that we're doing, and they provide a tremendous direction for where we're going to go as the ERC, and really, like I say, we're really honing in on what's really going to be beneficial.
So you're still formulating all of the future for us here. It's in your hands.
Yeah, no problem. No.
Yeah, no.
I've only been here a month now, so yes, we are. I'm getting my feet wet. But
it's taking you so long. A
yeah.
month. We were expecting all this. No.
We should have everything wrapped up and have a solid solution here in about 5 minutes.
By the end of the show. By the end of the show, we'll give you a raise and Christmas bonus and all that.
That's what we're talking about.
Oh my gosh! So we are almost out of time in a minute. You're moving here. You relocated, and are you settled?
Hey, I'm glad you
in a month?
brought that up. You know, there's some wonderful people called the Baggetts, Don and Wanda, and they invited me in their home. I'm staying with them. They're not charging me a dime. And I'm planning to move here to Wildwood around the first week in April. But they've been so kind to let me come in and stay.
Well,
he used to be the music director at the high school.
At the high school. And
Yeah.
he's got a theater named after him. So, all right. Well, thank you so much for coming on. And we'd like to have you come back after some time and give us a progress report.
I'd love to, Cheryl.
Yeah, welcome to the community.
Well, thanks for having me. I
You're
appreciate it.
very welcome.
All right.
All right. We're going to take our first break so I can bring up my second guest. Stick around.
Take me down to the river. Take me down today. Walk me down to the water. Wash me down, hey, and I'm gone, yeah.
Welcome back. Now, what do we do when our service, that is a pool of volunteers that helps our nonprofits and our businesses, what do we do when they need help? My second guest is the project director for RSVP, Retired and Senior Volunteer Program, and they need our help now from the community. A warm welcome to the program to Sarah Morrison.
Thank you, Cheryl. Thank
Hi.
you for having us.
You're very welcome, and this is kind of a 911 for you.
It
At
is.
this point with funding and other problems arising.
It is. The RSVP program of Nevada County has been around here for We celebrated our 25th anniversary about
my
2 years
gosh.
ago. So probably 27, 28 years we've been serving the community.
That's a long time.
Yes, it is a long time, and it just gets better and better with more and more folks involved and more people serving in the community.
Yeah.
The RSVP program is basically funded through the Corporation for National and Community Service. And I'll need to say a few words about that large federal agency. The Corporation for National and Community Service has several programs, some of which folks recognize, Americorps. And then another program called Learn and Serve America, Teach America, and then the Senior Corps. And Senior Corps is made up by RSVP, foster grandparents, and a small program called the Senior Companion Program. In Nevada County, we have the RSVP program.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you know, with all of these federal deficits and attempts to cut that deficit, there have been several ideas put forward, and about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, the House of Representatives listed a number of programs that they wanted to either reduce or eliminate.
Oh, dear.
And there we were at the very, very bottom of the list. We're the last one mentioned. The Corporation for National and Community Service completely eliminated. Now, from what I've heard through other directors and learned on websites, et cetera, that we're doing a lot of work to kind of combat this threat that we have. A lot of folks identify the corporation as just Americorps. And I think Americorps is an absolutely wonderful program that should be maintained, but it is different than Senior Corps.
Right, yeah. And it is broader than just Americorps. I mean,
We are broader than Americorps. Americorps focuses on recruiting college graduates to work in areas of extreme poverty and really make a difference in those communities with capacity building and planning. RSVP is a volunteer placement bureau where folks in Nevada County,
they can call you.
they can call.
Yeah.
We have a recruitment bulletin in the Union newspaper.
Yes, I see that often.
And so people see that, and then they say, oh, I want to volunteer. I want to get involved. I'm new in the community, maybe.
And also it kind of matches people with an interest of theirs or a nonprofit that they might be interested in.
Yes.
And they can service how that they really enjoy.
Yes. Lots of folks have a passion for a particular cause. Other folks have training in certain technical skills, professional skills that they bring, or people want to try something new, you know, the encore career,
and even time. They might even have just time, which is really key to your volunteer thing is time. And that's why people, it's for 55 years and older.
Yes.
And again, people can call RSVP to get the volunteers. And we were talking before the show, you have over 500.
Over 500 volunteers.
In our local group.
Cheryl, let me note here that we are certainly willing to work with any volunteer. So if they're under 55, we're willing to work with them.
All right.
However, someone under 55 does not qualify for the benefits we offer through the corporation.
Oh, that's good to know.
RSVP is designed to support folks 55 and over in getting out to their volunteer activity so that they feel like, oh, this is something I want to do. RSVP is solidly behind me. RSVP gives me all of the options for volunteer opportunities. I could work with seniors. I can work with children. I could work with animals over at the animal shelter, Animal Save. at thrift stores and help our communities grow and raise money. So there's lots and lots of opportunities. And I think that the real value of the program is a person may not know what they want to do. They need help in exploring and have someone help pull out what their interests are. And so we ask the volunteers to come into the office and sit with us for a personal interview, reviewing what the options are, and finding out from them what type of time commitment they feel they have. And we try to reassure everyone that you can take vacations and you can see your grandchildren, you can do all of that and still volunteer.
It gives volunteerism a real professional expertise level.
Yes.
Which is very nice.
Yes.
And in just a final minute or so that we've got, with this, where's this funding cut now? I mean, where have you, do we know what the latest is with the budget? Has it been eliminated? How dangerous of a situation is this?
It's a little bit difficult to tell. We are in a limbo situation. There was the stopgap continuing resolution to keep the government rolling. So the Senate is doing negotiations with the House of Representatives at this time. There is an increasing amount of support for the corporation. I was on websites
good.
Today, and
That would be my next thing. Can people write to their senators? We've
yes,
just got the
that's
last
what,
final seconds.
Yes, we have Senator Boxer, Senator Feinstein. I didn't bring their numbers, but call RSVP at 271-0255.
Perfect.
And I'll be glad to tell you all the details and everything that we know up to the current moment.
Yeah. Keep RSVP. It's SOS for RSVP, and keep them alive. So, Sarah, fingers crossed, and thank you so much for coming on. And I hope you can come back with some good news.
With good news, yes. Thank you.
All right, we're going to take our second break, so stick around. We've got a Cafe Community Business Moment. Take. Hi, I'm here today with Babette Donaldson, who is an author, and also she's the president of Sierra Writers, and they have a booth today at the Sierra Commons Small Business Fair, and she stopped by Cafe Community to tell us about her books and what she does. Welcome, Babette.
Thank you, Cheryl. It's wonderful to be here. I think this is our first inaugural year of this, and I can already tell we're going to be doing it again.
Absolutely. Good attendance, great businesses. It's been very good.
Great. I don't think anybody in the county realized the diversity we'd see here today.
Yeah.
This is exciting.
It's very good. And tell me about the work that you do, the writing, and I see you've got a book that you've done.
This is one of my books. I do a series of children's story books. I call them the Emily books because they're all the same little girl, Emily, and her family, and they all have a tea theme.
Tea.
So my goal is really to reconnect families with this as a tradition that can be very helpful and very relaxing.
Yes, and quality time together.
Quality time together, and actually I also have just put out a booklet, How to Start Your Own Family Tea Time.
Oh, wonderful.
So
and they're beautifully illustrated because I browsed through them. They're beautiful.
Well, we have a local illustrator, Jerry Ann Van Dyke. So a lot of people know Jerry Ann.
What has been a real good enlightenment or highlight for you today, being here?
Well, showcasing, being able to let the community know that Sierra Writers is here as a resource. I think for us, we've met so many people who are nervous about their writing skills and need support, and we'd like to do that.
Yeah, great. And thank you so much for stopping by today. Good luck with your writing. And
thank you.
And Sierra Writers is a great organization.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome back. I love my third guest. They rock. They have been on the program before. They're dynamic, they're popular, they're vibrant. They are part of the Coalition for a Drug-Free Nevada County, and they're back on the program with NEO. On my left is Lynn Scrukard. She is the outreach coordinator, and on her left is Mariah Funk, and she is the youth coordinator. And they are great. They're telling us all about the new program Friday nights for the youth around the community. Welcome back, you guys.
Thanks for having us.
You're welcome. Lynn, let's start with you about, tell us quickly about NEO, the youth group.
Okay, NEO is the youth sector of the Coalition for a Drug-Free Nevada County, and we focus on providing healthy alternatives to drug and alcohol use for youth in our community. So we host different events and work with different local businesses to do that.
Right. Give the youth something to do. I mean,
Yeah.
they sit around, oh, I've got nothing to do, but there's a lot of great things. Mariah, we're here to talk about the Friday night things. And
Yeah.
we've got some photos to roll. At some point, we'll get into that. Tell us about March Friday nights.
So in
Cheat sheet.
so we do a program called Neo Fridays where we work with the local businesses around town, and we had our first one March 4th, which we had a sub eating contest at
Right.
Florida Subs. And then we have one March 11th, so this Friday, and we're going to go play board games at Mecca, and before that, we're going to go eat at Minor Mo's Pizza, which those are in Nevada City. And
There we
then
go.
March 18th, we're going to do a movie night at Blockbuster on Taylorville Road, right? The one by IHOP. And we're going to have Baskin Robbins before then, so all of us are going to go over there. And then March 25th, we're going to go to 49er Fun Park and have a dance party.
Oh my gosh. Some of the photos that we'll see they were taken at the port of Sub. There we go. Look at this photo that cracks me up. So that was the sub contest.
Yeah, that was.
Oh my gosh. And there's another photo which shows that was a good party.
Yeah.
Now, do the youth, it's all to join, I mean, there's nothing that aren't any fees or membership fees.
No, there's not. Anyone can join NEO, and there's lots of different ways to get involved. We have performers and bands we work with, DJs, hip-hop dancers, BMX riders. Then we have a club at Lemon Gilmore and also at Nevada Union High School.
Oh, that's the after-school club?
Yeah.
I see.
That is.
Okay, and I always like to brag because our wonderful sound guy, Josh Unit, is with one of the bands, and he performs with NEO. So shout out to Josh. There are a lot of bands that participate during the summer.
Yeah, there are.
And how many members would you say, how many youth are involved?
There's probably directly involved, we have probably about 150 youth from all the different groups.
Oh my gosh.
So that includes all our performers, our bike riders, all those different aspects that we have.
Bike riders. So, Mariah, this must keep you busy,
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
What is one of the components of activities that you're directly involved with?
I work with the kids at Gilmore a lot, so the younger kids, and then I also help run just the events around the community and stuff.
So, is the Gilmore, that's the after-school thing?
Yeah, the after-school program.
Yeah. So the next event coming up is the board game. Now, what I noticed with this is if they wear the NEO shirt, which
Yeah, the
you
NEO
would have
shirt,
a shot on this.
I have the NEO shirt on.
Okay.
And so, yeah,
Sure,
it's kind of
Mike is
away.
the NEO shirt, they get discounts.
They do. So we have almost 20 local businesses offering discounts every Friday night to people who wear their NEO shirts. And so we have like Blockbuster Video. You can go in and get a free movie rental. You don't even have to buy anything. Tour of Nevada City will offer a free bike tube if you go in there. And then there's lots of other businesses. Caroline's Coffee, $1 off your coffee drinks, and so many different discounts.
I think what pleases me is the number of businesses that are really getting behind this.
Yeah.
And see the value of incorporating the youth into the community and making them feel important.
Exactly. Like the businesses have been so amazing with it. I mean, we have so much support from them. And then also with the Friday night events that we're doing in partnership with the NEO Fridays discounts, the businesses are opening up their doors to have all these different events and welcome these youth in and show them that there are other things to do in the community.
Yeah, and I think we were talking before that a lot of the members, they get involved in community nonprofits and participate.
Yeah.
Mariah, are some of your students after school or
Yeah, we actually had the one of them marched in the parade with us, the Mardi Gras parade that we just did Sunday.
I see.
Yeah, so he marched with us, and then they come to the Neo events, to like the markets and stuff, and hang out with us too.
Yeah, and there's a lot of other ways that they can get involved with the community. We have a lot of opportunities that open up where we're able to help them sort of get involved with different community events and volunteer. And
it gives them an appreciation of doing good work and helping other people.
Yeah.
I mean, as we know, it's a great feeling.
yeah, it is.
And what a great growth thing too, I think, experience for everybody to as part of growing up. I'm still learning, I think. I don't know. I'm wanting to know how I can get a Neo T-shirt so I can get coffee discounts and, let's see, Baskin and Robbins. And
all kinds of good stuff. And so the Neo shirts are actually for sale at Make Local Habit, and they range in price from $6 to $15. We have all kinds of different styles: V-necks, long sleeve, T-shirts, guys and girls styles. And then they're also available at any Neo event.
And where's the local Habit store?
Make Local Habit. It's in downtown Grass Valley on Mill Street.
Oh, good to know. I just learned something new.
Yep.
Make Local Habit. What's it next to?
It is, let's see,
Really
I think it's
beeline
close to Yuba Blue.
Okay, I know where
And
that
Blue
is.
Moon Apparel, I
Yeah,
think.
and Blue Moon Apparel.
Okay.
And they're also another one offering discounts is Blue Moon.
Oh my gosh, this is all way too much good stuff. And who won the sub-eating contest? Did you see all those papers after?
The winner was Jared Phillips, so actually my sister's boyfriend, so he was the winner.
All right. Well, those were
Yeah.
great photos, and as always, all right. So, for more information, and this is listed all on their website. It's ncneo.com.
Yep.
And board game, movie night, and 49er Fun Park dance and golf night.
It's a lot of fun.
We're going to have to get a T-shirt. So Mariah and Lynn, thank you so much for coming back on. You guys really are just dynamic, and thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
It's really good. Thank you. All right, we need to close out the show, and thank you so much for joining us. We had a great program tonight, so thank my guests, Ron Moser and Sarah Morrison, Mariah Funk, and Lynn Scrukard, and we'll see you next time.
Yes, I'm gone. Lay me down by the river. Lay me down slow. Move around me like the water. Rinse me down.